Hello, everyone. I'm Sam Avalos, one of the Special Student Service Administrators for Las Cruces Public Schools. Today, I'm here to discuss with you areas of concern that have come up most recently. I'm also here to introduce to you a few of our diagnosticians who will be working with various regions. Right next to me next is our lead diagnostician.
Hello, I'm Charlotte Peterson. I am the lead diagnostician, so I provide support to all the other diagnosticians as well as to different buildings. I'm also happy to cover what sounds right now because we're shorthanded, and I have another diagnostician here.
Hello, my name is Susana Martinez, and I am one of the four diagnosticians that works with the schools of Mesilla Park, Tamba, Fair Acres, Country Middle, and CMN. Thank you.
Hello, I'm one of four diagnosticians that work with the following schools: East Contra Elementary, MacArthur Elementary, Doña Ana, Columbia, Central, Granada, and Vista Middle School.
Hello, I'm Robin Trujillo, one of the diagnosticians with the Las Cruces Public Schools. I work along with three other individuals: Sunrise, Cesar Chavez, Highland, Monte Vista, Mesa Middle, and Desert Delta. Thank you.
We also have two other regions, which include one region is University Hills, Conley Elementary, Hillrise, Hermosa, Valley View, Booker T. Washington, and Lynn Middle School. And the last region we have is Alameda, Loma Heights, Sonoma, Sierra Middle School, and Camilo Ave Middle School. But today we are going to be discussing a variety of items. And as you note on your screen, we're going to be talking about parent requests for testing, expedited testing, teacher input in the MET, outside reviews, and diagnostician process. First and foremost, we'd like to address parent requests. Parent requests come in the form of a formal letter that a parent writes to the school district informing them of their wishes and desires to have their child tested. Lots of times, these letters will go directly to the campuses. At that point, when the campuses receive them, administrators have been instructed during one of their trainings over the summer to check to see if vision and hearing has been conducted. If it hasn't, then we'd like for them to have the nurse conduct the vision and hearing. And once that's been done, a copy been made. We also want them to have the letter date stamped, so that way everyone is aware of when the letter was received. Once the date stamp has been stamped onto the letter, copies for the parent and for the SAT file at the campus need to be created. Once that is done, the original, our typo there, the original will be sent down to central office in the Special Student Services office. When that is completed, the parent will make sure that that original letter gets to that department for us to evaluate the student. Parents will have the opportunity to either have their child tested and evaluated there at central office and or completed at the campus. Our next area that we would like to address, and questions have arisen, is the area of expedited testing. Expedited testing does not occur very often. Normally, it's either in the form of a parent request and or a diagnostic placement. A diagnostic placement is when a student shows an obvious disability and needs to be placed immediately in order for the student to have appropriate services. For example, we may have a student who comes from a different country or out of state that has Down syndrome and has an obvious disability. Therefore, we would go ahead and place that child, and we would go ahead and conduct an evaluation. We still require the SAT information for each of those individual children that we are going to have the expedited testing completed on. And the evaluators will conduct this evaluation as quickly as possible. Teacher input in MET. There has been some misunderstandings in how and what would be inputted where within synergy. And this came in the form of teachers inputting into the MET. Case managers, teachers will not touch the MET. They will not put any information into the MET. Only evaluators will be inputting information into the MET. However, case managers will be inputting information in the parent referral forms and the notice of reevaluation determination forms where appropriate. Here shortly you'll see within the screenshot what we're referring to. As noted with the red circle in this current process of reevaluation, we note the referral Gen AZ1, the parent input Gen AZ3, and the NORD, or the notice of reeval decision, Gen AZ17, as the items in which case managers can and should be putting information into. Again, case managers will not be placing any information into the method. Outside reviews. The outside review process has remained steadily the same for the past few years. And again, we would like to reiterate that it will continue to be that way. We're currently in the process of reviewing a procedural guidance to provide to campuses and staff so everyone understands what the process is. In order for everyone to understand that process, we want to make sure today that you know that any outside evaluation must be provided to the Special Student Service Department for us to have review. With that review committee, that outside review team, there are various evaluators who will review these evaluations based on state criteria for disabilities. The time frame in which these are completed do vary, and the factors on this are when they are received, the number of evaluations that they have to review. The turnaround time for these outside reviews can be anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks for review. Sometimes shorter, sometimes longer. This is just an average of what we've seen over the past few years for outside reviews. The diagnostician process. Administrators were provided professional development during the summer for the understanding of how the regions would be working and how diagnosticians would be working as well. As everyone has found and learned, diagnosticians are no longer at a campus but housed downtown at central office in the special service department. Diagnosticians will be in regions to support anywhere from 4 to 6 campuses with at least one middle school. In some instances, some regions may have 2 middle schools and less elementaries to cover. High schools will continue to have their own diagnostician at their campus. However, they will still have the opportunity to report to the department to support evaluations as needed. The diagnosticians have also been asked to collaborate with each of you case managers on reevaluations and have tentative dates for these meetings. In order for these meetings to occur and in order for diagnosticians to provide you, the case managers, as well as the students, the needed information in forms of evaluations, we need to ensure that you as the case manager have the information and or data ready for the diagnostician in order for them to complete their evaluation. So please do every bit of digging, every bit of filling out of every bit of information that you have on students when it comes to parent information, parent referral, and any other information from the notice of reevaluation. You would also note, if you will, each of the diagnosticians at the beginning of this video came in and introduced themselves as an individual from a particular region. As noted with some of them, there are anywhere from 4 to 5 different diagnosticians in any one of those regions. So you may not be working with the same diagnostician every single time. You may note that you may have all 4 diagnosticians at your campus within the same week doing evaluations on a variety of students. Their goal is there to support you, the campus, as well as the student. Each of those individuals within the region of those 4 or 5 diagnosticians do have specific roles to help support each of those regions. You may note seeing one diagnostician more in the area of reevaluations, and you may see another one more in the roles of initial evaluations or to support SAT teams. And that is to help ensure that the process goes smoothly. You can and should be asking any one of the diagnosticians from within that region any questions to help support you. However, we've also identified to administrators in the event that they need extensive support in an area, those individual diagnosticians can help because of the roles that they've taken upon to support their campuses. We would also like to note that each diagnostician will report at least once a week to central office and the special student service department to write reports, catch up on evaluations that they have pending, meet with their supervisor to discuss concerns and issues that are arising, and how we can address other individual situations. Once a week, a group and team of diagnosticians do meet to discuss how we can continue to support the SAT process and initial evaluations. As noted in today, we have gone over the Diag process, parent requests for testing, expedited testing, teacher input in the med, and outside reviews. Each one of our Diags is going to continue to support each of the campuses as needed. You are always welcome to call the Special Services Department to talk to a diagnostician because there always will be a diagnostician within the department to answer any questions that you may have. As noted with administrators, they are also welcome to contact any one of their diagnosticians from within the division for additional support. Please note, each one of these diagnosticians is going to do the best that they can do to support you in a timely fashion. And we do hope that in collaboration with you, the case manager, you'll be able to provide the much needed information that they require in order to complete the evaluations. As always, if you have any questions regarding anything that has been discussed today, you're more than welcome to contact myself, Rhonda Spence, or any one of your special student service administrators located at your campus. Thank you, and again, we look forward to working with you.